the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Red. 30 days. Let's go. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On first down, Love. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Second and 13. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Off the play fake. Love steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Love. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back to throw. Love. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey. Begin. Hey, ball. Hey, 18.
Trubisky will throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check. Check 48's the mark.
And an alley to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Red, 18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Next, the score is 7
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, this is Adams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. To throw on third down. Love. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On second down, it's Pollard. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Now Trubisky to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's McCaffrey. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Love. And Thomas has it. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on first down. Love. And he'll find Hall. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here. And look at this, it's a fake. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready? 52. I'm on.
Off the play fake. Love. Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
He's coming. We got double.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down now, Pollard gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Pollard again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Blue.
It's our time. Show it up.
Red, come.
That's 36 to Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Bang, 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 bang. Switch.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Watch the out. Watch the out. Out.
Hey, alert. Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Panthers have recovered.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here. Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On third down, Love. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Fielded just inside the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Lock in. Blue.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
55.
They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Check 48 to Mike.
This time, Trubisky will throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Watch twist. Shoot. Jim.
On 2nd down, Pollard. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Alert.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
We got to step it up. Hey, exit.
Here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Haas play. Here's Adams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They'll run again with Adams. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Lock in, lock in.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. McCaffrey. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now a run with McCaffrey, and he's going to be met at about the 43. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Here we go. Check, check. Fresno.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trubisky to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And that is going to seal it.